A whole generation is buying into all kinds of things, specializing in particular generations. So subdividing the population in terms of the millennials or the teens or sector A or sector B. We are a church for these people. Forgetting the fact that the way in which God assembles his people is multi-generational. From the very beginning, he does it that way, and purposefully so. You do not live in a family, in a physical family, where everyone is the same age. It would be a strange experience. Indeed, it couldn't happen. Nor in the church family.
What does he do with that? That was a stern rebuke of multi-generational churches where we segregate people in the body that are supposed to be functioning as a body in a family, and we just put all the arms together and just put all the legs together. Oh, look, there's just a bunch of elbows. That makes no sense at all. The church gathered is to be a body fully functioning at all levels with whatever contribution they can make as a family. Might I ask you, local church, have you fallen in to the trap, the trend of dividing the church, where people can actually grow and become more mature? My favorite recently, and this is an indicator that this might never end if we keep segregating the church in order to keep attracting people based on musical preferences. You used to have just church, and the music was just the music, and it wasn't a preference issue. Introduce Christian music, the contemporary scene, and the older folks didn't like it, but we kids wanted the contemporary, so now we've got two services. For the whippersnappers, we got the contemporary, and then for the fuddy-duddies, and we usually do this first thing in the morning, hey, they're up anyway, let's do those old stodgy hymns. And what do you have? What you have is division. You've got all the wisdom over here and all the energy over there. Wouldn't it be better to have them together? But wait, we've got a new problem. Time has elapsed. That's right. What used to be contemporary isn't. And so a new contemporary is moving in, so the contemporary now is forced to become the bridge. That's right. What used to be contemporary and cool and hip is now kind of old, but not as old as the old folks' music. So that is called the bridge. So to go get your Twyla Paris and your Michael W. Smith work, you got to go to the bridge. But now to get your cool, contemporary, cutting-edge stuff, that's the contemporary service. When will that end? The answer, I suppose, when all of the old people die and we get rid of that stuff. And isn't that interesting? What used to be contemporary became the bridge, which will then be the traditional. What are we doing? We are dividing the body based on musical preferences. Isn't it true that a child that has to spend more time with older siblings matures, grows up, sees more mature behavior, and starts to emulate it? Isn't the same thing true for the church? When we go about the business of putting people into sectors based on age, the younger are missing out from the older, and the older are missing out too. They have this treasure of wisdom that they would love to give away to people who are eager to grow up, stop drinking milk, and to avoid the mistakes that they perhaps made. Oh, what a stunting of growth that we place on our people when we divide the church. Houston, I think we have a few problems here.
Go ahead, Richard 1.
Besides the fact I'm wearing a cardboard helmet, Houston, you have got one of the biggest false teachers in the universe. Are you kidding? He is so rich.
How rich is he, wretched one?
I can see his house from here.